Hey there everyone, and welcome to this tutorial on how to draw anime eyes. Now, if you do watch a lot of anime like me, you know that there are so many variations to anime eyes. They come in different lengths and widths. Some are very simplistic and others are very detailed. Some are very cartoony and others are very realistic. So in this tutorial, we will be focusing mainly on the basic structure of the eye and the most commonly used variation. However, at the end of the video, I will give you some resources to pick your style from. Take a look at these two pictures. One is a realistic eye and the other is an anime eye. Now, they do look quite different, don't they, because of all the details and stuff. But when you remove all that and you just focus on the outline, it looks very similar. The anime eye just looks a bit enlarged. If you can draw the outline of an anime eye that you are trying to draw, you're basically done. That's the most important thing that you have to do. So enough talk, let's draw. So first up, go ahead and draw two parallel lines to decide the length of the eye. The next step is the most important step of all the others. This step will decide the shape and structure of your eye. Remember that if you get this step right, you can draw any kind of anime eye without any problem. And also keep in mind that this step will decide the width of your eye. Again, notice how the outer corner of the eye is way above the inner corner of the eye. This is what separates an anime eye from a realistic eye. Now mark where you want the iris to intercept the upper eyelash. And here I'm going with an oval iris. You can do a circle if you want. And notice here that I'm not letting the iris touch the lower eyelash, and you can do otherwise as well. This is just one style. Next up, draw the pupil, the darkest part of the eye. That should be an easy step. Pretty much everything that comes after this is pretty easy. Just follow along. And this is my favorite part of the process, to draw the highlight. You can draw the highlight anywhere between the pupil and the edge of the iris, and sometimes you can go out of the iris as well, just as I'm doing here. And then you can darken the outermost part of the iris. And now let's go and draw the eyelashes. The only thing you need to keep in mind while drawing the upper eyelash is that it gets darker and thicker towards the outer corner of the eye and thinner towards the inner corner of the eye. And the bottom eyelash is usually very thin. Then pick up your eraser and erase the unwanted guidelines. Now we have reached the point where we can call this the outline of the eye. After this, you can go over with whatever medium you want, like colors, or shading with pencil, or some inking techniques. So all that's left to do is to make the eye look more fancy. Another very common thing in anime eyes that you may have noticed is that it's very dark towards the top of the iris and lighter towards the bottom of the iris. So I'm going to shade this up real quick in time lapse, and also notice that the outermost part of the iris it's darker and then it starts fading in towards the center. Notice that I'm shading it a bit under the upper eyelash so as to give a sense of lighting and also to make the highlight pop out. There you have it. That's your anime eye. That's all you have to do. Now one could say that this is a boy's anime eye. How do we make it more feminine? All you have to do is add long eyelashes towards the outer corner of the eye and a little bit on the bottom eyelash. Now, since there are so many variations to anime eyes, I've prepared a sort of a worksheet for you where I have all these different type of anime eyes drawn, a total of 10 of them, 5 male anime eyes and 5 female anime eyes. What you have to do is draw them exactly as I have taught you in this tutorial and understand the structure of the eye. Once you can break anything down into simple and basic shapes, drawing becomes very easy. The worksheet is in a PDF format and you can find it below in the description. So if you think this video helped you, let us know by leaving a like and subscribe for future tutorials.